Yes, gents. Let's turn my music on. Right, just turn the music off. Bit of Fort Minor wakes you fucking up, gets you in the fucking zone. Anytime sort of, again, it's part of like the power ritual, anytime you sort of feel yourself like flagging and not sort of doing what you need to do, guess again, I always have like, again, I just go start blending up a green smoothie, get a green smoothie in, perhaps a coffee, put something on. I just put like a load of sort of, my training playlist again, just it gets you motivated, wakes you up sort of thing, gets you sort of, so those are just a few things. Again, you can do just a sort of power, just again, when you sort of perhaps 3, 4, 5 o'clock for you, when you come home from work, you can't be arsed. Chuck fucking YouTube on, chuck some fucking Linkin Park on or something like that or whatever, something, yeah, like Fort Minor, great sort of, remember the name, great track to get you up in training mode. Again, have a green smoothie, have a coffee, 5 minutes, you will be sort of, you'll be want to sort of smash everything. So, what I'm going to do today, again, dominating January, a bit of a sprint, because we all make some, we all gained a lot of weight over Christmas, and just sort of, as much as obviously we preach, got a cable there, as much as we preach sort of, like sort of about progress, and sort of, we still want to, fuck, is that tangled up yet? There we go, right, yeah, as I got being a deficit, like sort of not doing quick fixes and stuff, but again, it's few things, just get sort of, still want to get rid of the weight quickly. It's just, that's it, we don't want to wait sort of thing. So again, we're just going to go through, got my sort of paper, you get a fucking big whiteboard, you can get like a fucking wall-sized whiteboard for this house. I think I might have to draw the walls one day, see what happens. Anyway, so yeah, going through this training, going through the nutrition, going through the subs, etc. Again, today, like so perhaps on Thursday, Friday, we'll go through, or perhaps, Thursday, Friday, probably go through more of that then and just break it down. Other things as well. But yeah, I just want to sort of basically sort of make us a big changes, what we need to do in terms of training, in terms of nutrition, in terms of subs, get you back on track, get focused again, because again, it's sort of really sort of quite pumped up, motivated, you all want to get back in the gym, and it's just like, oh, I want to fucking crush this now, I want to get perhaps, get my energy back. I feel like a bit of a slug at the moment after Christmas, and I just want to get back in routine, want to make some big changes, and that's what we're going to do now, okay? Cool. And then again, this you can watch this when you want as well. This training is going up, it'll be uploaded to YouTube shortly. You're going in the members playlist with all the other videos there. The link will be again above here, so you can go. Again, if you just watch one a night, if you got a fucking weekend, just fucking watch a few. Again, just sharpening your axe, increasing your tools in your toolbox, basically. Okay. Let's move that out of the way. Right. So what we're gonna start? We're gonna start with training. Okay, training. So. Training. Now, for most of you guys, again, it's sort of, you don't really need a plan. You've got a plan, okay? Like, so if either the guys work with me in the gym, again, you come in, you do as you're told. Again, online guys, again, you've got a plan as well. You do as you're told there. Simple. So, it's not like sort of, like people like, most people are like a headless chickens, just going to the gym and just sort of, I'm going to fucking clue what they're doing, or doing a bit of this, do a bit of that, and not sort of knowing if it's progressive, if they got confidence, if it's going to work, etc. Again, you've all got to know what you're doing. But the key with training, intensity, okay? That's the thing. That's the thing I can't give you, okay? That comes from you, basically, okay? It comes from sort of, yeah, your ability to push now, okay? Same thing, whether you're in the gym or whether you're by yourself, you know, like, whatever. All comes back to our intensity, okay? Because again, even if it's sort of like the best program in the world, if you follow it like a pussy and you don't sort of perhaps progress and you don't sort of push yourself in it, it's like, again, the change is going to be slow, okay? So it all comes back to intensity, okay? So even in the gym, again, it's sort of, if I like sort of, you can sort of make up some bullshit and just say, oh yeah, that's enough, and sort of like, you might sort of fake it and just like, I'll be like, oh, okay, fair enough, if that's what he thinks, but deep down you might know just, oh fuck, I can get 5 more reps out on that. And it all comes back to that intensity, because that intensity is the fucking key to sort of progression, okay? It's all about hitting that sort of, getting uncomfortable and just like, fucking hell, that ruined me. Once you get that sort of feeling, you know you're pushing hard, you're working on the sweet spot, and it's going to make big results. So, again, whatever your rep range, let's say your rep range is 10 to 12. We're doing 10 to 12 reps, like, or whatever, or just doing 10 reps. 10 to 12. So what that is, in that 10 to 12, that's where you want to fatigue. That's where you want to fail, okay? You want to be in a position where it gets to that sort of, you have to fight for the 10, and again, you sort of 8, 9, ooh, fuck, it's getting tough. 10, shit, yeah. Like, might be able to squeeze out 11, possibly a 12, depending, obviously, again, if you get the weight right. But you shouldn't be able to get more than 12. You shouldn't be able to go like, oh, 12, I could get 15. If that's the case, yeah, you need to change the weight, okay? You need to get uncomfortable, pick up a heavy dumbbell, put more weight on the bar, or do something like, in terms of like overload it somehow to make it heavier, okay? Because you know, sort of, oh, yeah, it was alright. Fucking hell. You need to get that intensity right. You need to get the stimulus right, okay? Because what happens, a lot of people do, is, again, they build up. So say let's do 4 sets of 10. Let's do, like, we're doing 4 sets of 10, okay? 4 sets of 10 reps. And what happens, we build up in weight. And then only on the last set is we sort of nail the sort of the right weight, the right intensity. And you get to that point where it's like, oh, fuck, that 10 or 12 on that last set, or on the, like, the 20s or whatever, that fucking ruined me. Whereas the other 3 were just building up. And you just, well, we've wasted, basically. We've wasted because you didn't have any intensity. There's no progression because your body could already do that. So again, anytime you're doing like, yeah, so 4 sets of 10, excluding warm-up, do your 1 to 2 warm-up sets. 1 to 2 warm-up sets. And then what you want to try and do is hit the ground running, okay? So the first set of 10, like the first set of the 4 sets of 10 and 12 reps is a case of, right, I'm going to fucking smash this. It's not about, oh, I'll get last set, best set, or like sort of, yeah, just if you fail on the first set, great, that's cool. It means you're fucking nailing the intensity, okay? So getting that 10 to 12, that's what, again, I can't teach you. This is all about sort of getting uncomfortable and sort of digging in here. Again, this is a completely different topic, completely different video, which we'll do more on. Obviously, I love the mindset shit. But this comes back to the strength, the mental discipline here. Like, really get uncomfortable, because obviously, again, your body's going to fucking hold you back. The body's going to try and stop you, because it doesn't like being uncomfortable. It likes being comfortable. It likes being safe. It likes being protected. When you sort of pushing it out of its comfort zone and you sort of smashing yourself in your assault bike, smash yourself on the rower, you're lifting weights that sort of, they're really heavy, you haven't lifted before. Your body gets scared and it's going to try and hold you back. What you got to try and realize is just try that next rep and go through it and sort of detach yourself from that outcome, and just a case of, right, next rep. Don't put like, oh fuck, 8, 9, 10. Oh fuck, I've done 10, I'm safe. Could you have got 1 or 2 more? Could you have got 1 or 2 more? Or was it your mind telling you something else? Okay, was your mind telling you to stop? Most of the time it is. Like, it's like, oh fuck, that's enough. Fucking hell, take the bar off me, Al. Yeah, again, that's how it gets, and the mind sort of talks you out to it. But again, it's sort of, the more you do it, the more you sort of push it and sort of get into that comfort, whether it's 5 reps, like I said, 10 to 12, whether you're going 20, whether you're going 40 seconds, whether you're going like sort of, like on the row at some sort of interval, whether you're doing burpees, whatever. It's about sort of nailing that intensity, okay? So, like home workouts as well. Like, a lot of people sort of like, yeah, like homework, oh yeah, that's alright, yeah, like 15 minutes, yeah, I got a bit of a sweat on, and people are like, fucking hell, mate. I do 5 minutes, I'm fucking dying. It's all about intensity, okay? Like, the sort of worst workouts I've done, it took me 2 minutes 50. It's called Fran, it's a CrossFit workout. Again, sort of 2 minutes 50. I was fucking on the floor for half an hour. Because it's all about intensity. It's how hard you go and how hard you're willing to push yourself, okay? So that comes back, that's the intensity factor. If you can nail that, and then get it sort of for each sort of set as well, you're nailing it. So again, you're going 10 to 12 rep range, say 12 to 15 rep range. If it's a case of, oh shit, yeah, if you are struggling, yeah, if you get like, if you go for 10 or 12 and you get 6s, perhaps you break in there, then yeah, perhaps you need to like lower it down. So you fail in the rep range, not doing 6 and then 6. Yeah, okay, but what you want is a consistent sort of, it's a different focus, different stimulus, basically, from doing 6 and 6 with like a heavy weight to compared to doing sort of 10 and broken at a lighter weight, okay? So, again, that's the main thing with training, because you've got all different plans. Again, you've got your rest, and you can log stuff down, you log stuff down, you see where you need to aim for, or whatever, or you know sort of what you're lifting, and just like, right, each set is just like, right, how was it, you know, like, so I'll ask you, how was it, and just say, oh, it was alright, again, yeah, we need to sort of put a big pipe pan, so we need to go over that dumbbell rack and pick some, like, a heavy weight up, or just like, oh, fuck, I can't do any more. I was like, Okay, that's fair enough. If you like believe that, or just is it this trying to still keep you safe? That's what you got to think of. That's all you got to like ask, because obviously I can see, I've been doing this a while now. I can see people are working hard, but then obviously it gets to a point, sort of you could put like 5k more on. Perhaps you could have done a little bit more. Did you hold something back? Okay, so that's pretty much training, the intensity there. Okay, what we want to do obviously about 3 to 4 sessions a week, again, weight based and stuff, whatever. Lifting some weights, because we're all busy, we all got different jobs, and we all got other commitments, etc. So you're doing 3 to 4 sort of sessions a week, and then what I'd say is sort of like works well. I love my jug. Just like body weight stuff, like sort of conditioning stuff, like sort of metabolic workouts, like 15 minutes, 20 minutes, something like that, 10 minutes even. Whereas sort of on the weekend you do some sort of like, probably you can go for a long run. That's sort of separate if you want to do like a few K, a 5k, whatever. Hill sprints, okay? Doing some hill sprints, do some stair sprints. So if you live near a hill, if you live near like a big set of stairs, again, I go one either side of my house. I've got a hill that way, and I've got fucking some decent set of steps that way. What you can do, sprint, okay? Sprint up them. Or again, just a flat road, flat street. Do that, okay? So you're going to do some sprints. Let's do sort of hill sprints. Actually, do 6 to 10. This is, again, I know it's a bit like sort of like 6 to 10. It's quite a big range, but it's obviously depending on sort of the size of your hill, your incline, your fitness, etc. Okay, obviously you can start at 6 and build up to 10. So you can do stairs or steps. Hill sprints, okay? So yeah, good. You got your sprints, steps, and you got your hill sprints. You're going 6 to 10. Don't worry, I'll write all this down for you. It'll be underneath the video. So again, your sprints, stairs, steps, hill sprints. Do 6 to 10 of those. What you want to aim for is just obviously the length of the hill, okay, or the length of the stairs, whatever. You want to aim for perhaps about 15 to 30 seconds. Time it first, so see how long it is. So again, you start, go. Like, so yeah, you start and then sort of hit your stopwatch. You get to the top, get to the end, stop it, time it, get an idea how long it takes, okay? So again, might take you 15 seconds, might take you 30 seconds, whatever. And then you have an idea then of what sort of, okay, that's sort of, I ran that perhaps about 80% intensity. I got about 8 out of 10. Okay, and yeah, it took me about 30 seconds. Okay, right. Can I get sub 25? Can I get sub 20 seconds? Can I get that sort of range? And that's the sort of, that's your guide, your marker then for intensity, okay? And then it's a marker obviously for recovery times as well. So again, if it's sort of, yeah, like sort of, I can sort of get up there, 30 seconds, right. My goal, sort of perhaps to do 4 or 5 of these, is like 25 seconds or less, basically, okay? Get to the top. I know then if I'm doing that time, I'm fucking working hard, okay? Or, like I said, you can't be bothered, just like, I want to sort of, your body wants to take the easy way out, and just like, no. You got to get under 25 seconds, or whatever. That's your benchmark, okay? That's the intensity factor. And from there, your rest periods, okay? I'd always go, like, with sprints and stuff and everything like this, it's really quite intense. You can't just do, if you start doing, like, yeah, max ever, like, 20, 30 seconds, and then you have, like, 20, 30 seconds rest, you're going to go down like that. Your intensity is going to drop so quickly because your body can't recover, because you're going such a high intensity, max effort, your body hasn't got enough time. I always sort of look at sort of a 2 to 1 to like a sort of perhaps a 3 to 1 rest ratio, okay? So what that means, say it takes 30 seconds, you rest twice as long. So you rest a minute. Or 3 times as long, you rest 90 seconds. And like I say, most of you guys have done, like when we do sprints out in the summer, when we only sprint a short distance, when you have the more rest, you realise it fucks you up more. Because you've recovered and you can go faster and you go higher intensity, okay? Rather than, like I said, just dropping down and turning into a fucking trying to breaststroke through the air as you're running. So, again, like I said, if it's taking about 30 seconds, I'd say take like at least a minute, 90 seconds, perhaps 2 minutes, 1 to 2 minutes probably. And again, just walk back down. If you run up a hill, run up a set of stairs, just walk back down or walk back to the start and see how long that takes. And again, do about sort of 6 to 10 of those. I guarantee you, it's gonna fucking hurt. Again, if you, it comes back to what we just talked about, intensity. If you push it, if you walk up the hill or you just jog up the hill, yeah, it's gonna hurt, but there's a different like it's gonna oh that was tough. I took my breath away. Oh my legs hurt. But if you sprint up the hill like so 5 times max effort, yeah, you can't fucking walk back down because your ass is on fire, your hamstrings on fire. You can't walk in a straight line, and you want to probably you're on your knees, but you probably want to spew as well. And that comes back to intensity. Okay, so those are just some things there, or again, you just do sort of bodyweight stuff. Like again, workouts are posted in the group. There's a sort of a PDF there of like bodyweight workouts, like 15 minutes, like with press ups, squats, burpees, hollow rocks, all these different things, lots of different exercises. Okay, just bodyweight, and then you're doing sort of either sort of every minute on a minute, like so you're doing 5 rounds of the circuit. You're doing sort of like 15 minutes, as many rounds as possible. Again, these things are great. I do them quite a lot. Just like bodyweight things. And I just find it sort of useful, especially on the weekends, like so, whatever. Or if you're busy, if you come home late, whatever. You're on the go, you're in a hotel room, whatever. It's so great. So you can still get an amazing workout. Like so, do perhaps Saturday morning as soon as you wake up, Saturday afternoon or Sunday afternoon. If you just not doing fuck all, if you just stay vegging out on the sofa, do something then. We're doing the 15-minute workouts again. So. That again, the 15 like some body weight stuff. Combine that with like so yeah, your sprints and stuff. 1 or 2 of those a week on top of your normal lifting. Amazing. I shall be writing this down, like I said, gents, because again, it might go over your head. So we got sort of again a training, like I said, train about 3-4 times a week. Like so, obviously with weights, with sort of with strength work, whatever, however you want to call it. A bit more gym focused, and then we got perhaps 1 to 2 sort of sessions a week where perhaps it's more sprint, it's more conditioning and fat burning. So you're doing sprints, steps, hill sprints, body weight sort of circuits, different things like that. So again, like I said, it's more perhaps doing it like on the odd days or on the weekends. It's a good time to do it. Definitely do it on weekends because it breaks it up. It's something to do. Do Saturday mornings, like I said, because you think about it. Oh, like 10 minutes on Saturday morning. Like, what the fuck are you doing? How much time do I waste on Saturday morning? It's ridiculous. And then because me and the missus we like she goes for a run now, or she goes and does her shit, whatever. It's like 10-15 minutes, and then I'll go 10-15 minutes. It's just like. We can still do whatever we wanted to do. I can still rest, but again, it sort of feels so much better, and I know I've put sort of done my checklist for the day. So again, 3 to 4 sessions, like strength sessions, gym based sort of thing. 1 to 2 like sort of HIIT workouts then, or sort of like or conditioning workouts a week then. Okay, do that. It's gonna fucking jack you up. Okay, so that's your training. Okay, now what are we gonna look at? Nutrition. Okay, your diet. What you need to be eating. So, fat loss, need to be on deficit. If you want to build muscle, gain weight, surplus, okay? Simple as that. That's the basis of it, okay? You got that maintenance, like sort of get that surplus, get that deficit if you want to lose fat, whatever. That's the basis of it. And then it's a case of, yeah, aiming for about a 20% deficit. So, you're not making too much of a change. You're still eating a lot of food, but you're still going to be losing fat, okay? So, I'd say, like I always say, 2,500. 20% of that was 2,000 calories. Well, obviously 500 calories, but you need to sort of be aiming about 2,000 calories, okay? Create a 20% deficit. Pardon me. And then again, we're going about keep the protein high, so you hold on to muscle mass. You can sort of build muscle, build strength, and you can recover from workouts as well. So you hold on to your shape. You don't just drop weight and shrink. That's the worst thing you can do. Okay, you want to hold on to muscle. We want muscle. Muscle's fucking increase our metabolism, and it's fucking sexy. Like that's what we fucking do. We want to fill out the t-shirt in the right. We want to fucking have some arms, chest, and shoulders, whatever. Yeah, so keep the protein high. Again, you want to aim for about 1 gram per pound of body weight, okay? 1 gram per pound of body weight. So, if you're 180 pounds, how many grams of protein are you eating? 180. Well done. You're amazing. So, yeah, 1 gram per pound of body weight. So, yeah, if you weigh 180 pounds, want to try to aim for 180 grams of protein a day. If you're 200 pounds, aim for about 200. If you're fucking 100 pounds, perhaps you're not old enough to sort of be in this program. Yeah, you need about 100 grams of protein. So that's just a basic sort of thing there. Of your protein. So again, you split that between your meals, whether it's 3, 4, 5 meals a day. Yeah, so you're hitting sort of perhaps about 40, 50 grams of protein a meal, which is just like a decent serving of meat, of fish, like sort of, or like 2 scoops of protein powder, like sort of, but yeah, like you have a decent sort of, like 1/2 chicken breast, something like that, like a big serving of like mince. You have, like, yeah, 2 scoops of protein. You have like 4 eggs, something like that, like tins of tuna. Yeah, like a steak. Again, you're going to be hitting like sort of, again, that sort of that big hit of protein, and that's what you want, okay? Like 1 to 2 salmon fillets. Yeah, I think I like 2 salmon fillets, I think. Yeah, you're going to be hitting that big chunk of protein. Great. Then, again, what we need to be in, like sort of veg, okay? Get that veg in. So we're getting, we're aiming about 4 servings a day, okay? Getting with our meals, okay? Because it's so important, even though, especially for fat loss, again, it gives you the fibre, makes you feel fuller, and obviously gives you that nutrients as well. It feels amazing. What I'd say is perhaps what works best for you, what you prefer. Like, sort of, with meals, like what I do, yes, I did like a beef stew, like prep that, and did that with sort of a pepper, some leeks, some onion, and some carrot, okay? Just chop them up and chuck them in there with the beef in a slow cooker and some stock, and yeah, awesome, yeah. If you're doing stir fries, like different things like that, like peppers, courgettes, onions, it doesn't have to be broccoli all the time, okay? So vary the things, whatever you're doing. Like if you want to have spinach and broccoli, yeah, just chuck that on, yeah, by all means. But again, it goes beyond that. You can have like, yeah, it's like courgettes, peppers, onions, cucumber, carrots, different things like that. The vary them, basically, okay? It doesn't always have to be broccoli, okay? Like sort of the bodybuilders tell you. So get the servings of veg. On top of that, what I'd say is have a green smoothie, okay? Have a green smoothie there. That's mine. We're, again, just blending up some spinach, blend up some cucumber, and then sort of lots of different spices like ginger, cinnamon, cayenne pepper, etc. With some water. The video for that is in the YouTube playlist, okay, which is sort of obviously with this. So have a look through that, watch that, and start implementing that every day, okay? I'd say that, but perhaps with breakfast, in between meals, whatever, before training, whenever. Just get it in. It doesn't matter about timing, just fucking get it in you. Doing one of those a day, such a great way of like getting, just nourishing your body, getting some fucking amazing stuff in your body, which is in turn is going to help you sort of with energy, with fat loss, just feeling better basically, okay? And just so fucking good, and obviously helping your insides as well. So like I said, yeah, getting that veg in perhaps 4 times a day, and then getting some a green smoothie in as well, okay? Getting it healthy, you fucking start feeling amazing. You have so much energy. I got fucking so much energy now. You can see I've drunk mine, fucking kicked in, bro. So we got veg, we got protein, we got some veg. Again, getting your fat in as well. So yeah, you're having sort of whatever your fat is for the day, normally about 60 to 90 grams for most of you. Like sort of if you need to sort of calculate your sort of calories and stuff, yeah, it's I won't go into now, but there's lots of different formulas. I'll write it down with it, because it's obviously talking through again, it'll get lost anyway, so I might as well just write it down. But you can say you've got a 20% deficit, so you can start losing fat, keep your protein high, 1 gram per pound. Then you got about 30% fat, and the rest is carbs then, okay? And from what that's, we got the protein, we got your carbs, we got your fat numbers, okay? And so we've obviously gone for protein, about 1 gram per pound. Again, carbs, obviously, we haven't talked about yet. Well, veg is a form of carb, it's fibrous carbs. But like, obviously it doesn't really count in terms of macros, okay? So then you got your fat, again, about 30%, like I said, 60 to 90 grams. So again, that's gonna be like, yeah, perhaps coconut oil, avocados, extra virgin olive oil, whatever, nuts, whatever. But again, just logging it down. But again, that comes back to sort of, if you're eating sort of like that sort of basis, like 80% of the time, awesome. What that still gives you then is that 20% flexibility, okay? It gives you that sort of, I can still have sort of what you want. If you want a beer, if you want sort of, if you want to have a big pasta dish, if you want some carbonara, if you want a pizza, if you want something like that, you still have, you got some space in your carbs and space in your fat. All you do is, again, log it down. So, and you can still be in a deficit, you still be losing weight, you can still be making gains, okay? So, yeah, you got a deficit, say 2,000 calories, say you hit your protein, you got lots of veg in, and then after training, like sort of, again, you have sort of, like, I don't know, what do you have? Like people have sort of like some chocolate, some sweets, bit of ice cream or something. Again, it's sort of you've got the space perhaps any carbs and fats to have that. Okay, gives that 20% flexibility. Same on weekends as well. If you're eating out, if you want to go out for lunch, if you want to go out for afternoon tea, if you want to sort of try the new restaurant, different things like that. Keep that protein high again, because most of like the sort of naughty food is all carb and fat based, isn't it? It's all carbs and fats. Okay, so if you sort of free up that, like if you free up that sort of that space, if you get like create the deposits in there by sort of protein and veg, you've got a lot of space then in sort of protein, carbs and fat to have that and still factor in, but still be in a deficit, so you're still losing fat. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Okay, it's just like playing Tetris. Okay. Ooh, probably like sort of people say, oh, can I have this? Or I had this. It's like, just log it down. Log it down, or just, again, log it down so you get used to just sort of seeing how much things are. Just do it for like a week or two so you know what portion sizes are, how much you can have, etc. So, but you go to cinema, great, yeah, have sweets. Yeah, it's fine, do it. I always have sweets when I go to cinema. But yeah, like so, log it down and sort of, it might be sort of 400 calories, whatever. But if you got, like, sort of, slot that in, again, might mean for the rest of the day, yeah, you might have to have protein and veg, whatever. But again, you slot in and you're still in a deficit because you still need carbs. You still need carbs to support your training, to recover, to keep your hormones balanced, to keep you sort of feeling good. And like sort of everything, like I said, everything is carb and fat based everywhere you go. Anytime you go out, it's all carb and fat based, okay? Especially coffee as well, log that down. Because that, like, if you drink lattes and stuff and things like that, they can sort of contain a lot of hidden calories, okay? Or you don't think it's doing much because it's just a coffee. So that's your nutrition. There, again, so breaking that down again with perhaps 3, 4, 5 meals a day, okay, whatever. If you eat breakfast, great. If you don't, don't fucking bother, okay? You don't have to. I don't eat breakfast. I don't eat anything until like 12 o'clock, like half 11, 12 o'clock I start eating. And it's just a case of like, it allows you sort of, I've been doing it for 4 months now at least, and it enables you to sort of ease to stay in a deficit. If you like eating breakfast, if that's part of your habits, then do it. Yeah, of course it is. Have some, so I'd say protein, veg, and fat for breakfast. Don't like carbs for breakfast because again they slow you down. They make you feel relaxed. It's not what you want. You want to sort of be on it in the morning and stuff and start your day. But yeah, like say if you can't be bothered for breakfast, don't have it. Just have sort of like a big lunch. Like sort of some protein, veg, some carbs, and some fat. Then sort of a meal perhaps before training, and then a meal after. Do that. Like sort of as much as people go on about sort of breakfast most important meal a day, all the different things, all the, your parents have perhaps told you, or the doctors have told you, or you've seen. It's bullshit basically. Okay. Again, fasting works. Fasting's great. Intermittent fasting. Some of the other guys here do it. It's something, again, if you want to try it, because you don't have to change too much. You just have black coffee and water in the morning, and then eat bigger meals, sort of less often, less to think about. And yeah, it's easy to overeat and stay in a deficit. It's more perhaps something to do on the weekends. If you're going out and you like sort of eat a lot on weekends, whatever, then just like sort of wake up. By the time you wake up, just browse, just have a water, black coffee, and then have your meals later on in the day. Simple as that, okay? So what works for you, okay? Again, I've been doing it about 4 months now. I fucking love it. Because I just have water, black coffee, like a green smoothie in the mornings. And that sort of keeps me full, and like sort of perhaps train like 11, something like that. Yeah, train 11. Then I'll eat. Yeah, I'll have, what have I got today? I sort of like the beef stew. I sort of have some diced beef, veg. Perhaps have some rice or some potatoes with it, and then some. Yeah, just a big meal, a big hit of protein, like 40, 50 grams, like a big serving of veg, like so some carbs. Again, it's just sort of like a bigger meal, a solid meal. Again, it's just sort of, I'll have one then perhaps about 4 o'clock, and then perhaps another one at 8 o'clock. Simple as that. I guess it's easy to stay in the deficit, especially over Christmas. Again, it's just easy to sort of not gain as much weight, but I still gained weight, so I must have been eating a fucking shitload. Anyway, so it's just different things. It's just like 3, 4, 5 minutes. What works for you? What works for your schedule? I'm breaking it down. So each meal is perhaps protein, some veg, like perhaps some veg, some fat, and perhaps again depending on sort of where you're at, how lean you are, sort of how active you are. Some starchy carbs, so like bread, rice, pasta, oats, whatever. Okay. So that's the components of each meal. Okay. Simple as that. And then is like you can come back to look at meal prep. But again, we'll cover that later on, okay? We'll go through that. But I just want to cover the basics of nutrition. So nutrition, being in a deficit, keeping protein high, hitting your veg, and then you got carbs and fats then, because there's no necessarily bad food. It's all about context, okay? So bread, again, if you're like, oh, bread, it's not the fucking devil. No, just fucking have it. Like, it doesn't make you fat. Eating one slice of bread is not going to make you fat, okay? Might make you bloated if you haven't eaten for a while. Yeah, it bloat you up, of course it will, because it's just, your body's just not used to it, and it obviously contains gluten and stuff, whatever. But it's not going to make you fat, okay? It all comes back to sort of the context, okay? If you're eating sort of, like I said on a video the other day, if you're eating a loaf a day, then yeah, you probably got a bit of a problem. If not, if you're just having one slice every other few days, it's not too much of an issue. But let's say, factor into your carbs and fats, it's going to be fine. Use MyFitnessPal, log it down, so you get used to that portion size, get used to it, do it for like, if you're not used to it, do it for a few weeks, so you understand sort of like, alright, that's what like 50 grams of carbs looks like. That's a 40 gram serving of protein. That's what that looks like. You know how much you're eating. You've got tangible figures, okay? You don't just go out spending without knowing how much is in your bank account, whatever. Or you don't go out driving without knowing how much fuel's in your car. Simple as that. So your nutrition, supplements then, okay? We're going to start off just supplements. Like I say, it's all about, so with supplements, it's all about health. It's all about filling in gaps, okay? You don't need necessarily the fat burners and like, they have their place, they can help. Yeah, I'll come to that now. But you don't need these massive sort of pre-workouts, weight gainers, whatever. Subs, again, you start off with sort of some basic ones to help you, okay? I'd go for like sort of a vitamin D, some probiotic, some zinc and magnesium to get to, like before bed. Again, this is lots of videos in this, but I'll still add to it. There's a video completely on supplements and the stacks and everything, pre-workout, post-workout, like what to take for the day, the basic stacks, depending on your goals. It's in the YouTube, okay, so watch that, it's in the playlist. But yeah, like some vitamin D, like a probiotic, what did I see, fucking zinc and magnesium, like omega-3, and like a greens drink. Oh, yeah, again, you can have a greens smoothie, but I'd also get like a greens powder as well. I like that. Again, they're only £2.50 a sachet in Aldi. It's pretty good. So try that out, or just buy more like My Protein or like sort of Amazon. Most of these, again, subs you can get from My Protein. And those are like the basic ones. They're going to fill in any holes. Fill in lots of holes that most people have, like through their lifestyle and through training, okay? Zinc and magnesium, again, is a massive one to take before bed. Helps you sleep, helps you relax. So it helps your body shut down, because again, they're really big minerals that depleted through training, okay? Zinc and magnesium. Vitamin D, again, there's no fucking sunlight here, so it's a great thing to have. Omega-3, again, it's a great source of fat. You don't get much from the diet. The body can't assimilate it itself. So again, it's good to take. Probiotic, most people's guts are fucked, so you need to sort of help it, okay? If you've been like drinking a lot, whatever, or especially after Christmas, or just like you just a lot of shit food or whatever, yeah, most people's guts are fucked in today's society, okay? So you need a probiotic, just really sort of help that gut lining, because your gut is connected to everything in your body, okay? It is, as the saying goes, you are what you eat, because there's so many receptors, so many brain receptors, like sort of like other organ receptors in your gut, that sort of like trigger, and like depending on what goes in there and how got the state is in, it'll trigger everything else, okay? So again, like your immune system. So if you're eating shit, that's going to compromise your immune system straight away. I think it's like 80% of your immune system's receptors in your gut. So if you're eating shit, it's going to compromise your immune system. It's going to make you feel cold, can't train, feel like shit, eat shit, and just lose a few days of gains, basically, okay? Simple as that, and it's hard to get back in. So it all comes back to you are what you eat, but it's also improving your gut health as well. A lot of people's guts are really acidic. Again, it's all about like taking that acidic and making them more alkaline, okay? So yeah, probiotic, again, like sort of, again, all these different sort of the supplements I've talked about now, all the sort of different dosages in the supplement video, and then it's sort of it's broken down what you need to take, like sort of the supplements, the dosages, the sort of when. Again, you get most of them from like Amazon or My Protein. That's what I'd suggest. Don't go to fucking Holland Barrett unless you want to be ripped off. That's fine. Unless you want to get kegs pulled down, that's fine. Yeah, so those are the main ones. Then you got your whey protein, perhaps like a protein powder. Again, these just help with getting protein in your diet. Because if you got hit 160, 200 grams of protein a day, that's a lot of chicken or a lot of meat to be eating. Like, so having sort of perhaps 3 scoops of protein will give you sort of 60, 70 grams of protein. It'll help nudge up, because it's just drinking. It's convenient. It helps knock you along, keep you ticking over. Protein, yeah, it's not much difference. There's loads of different proteins out there. just go for perhaps the flavour, the cheapest really. I sort of I don't really use much. I just use a post workout. But yeah, it's sort of there's no sort of difference. It works out just you don't need to spend £50 on protein. Get one off My Protein, whatever, for 25 quid for like 2.5 kilos, something like that. Yeah, there's no real difference as much. The rest is just marketing. So you get your protein powder. Yeah, and then sort of again you can go sort of deeper into it if you like pre-workout. You can look at sort of perhaps like some caffeine. That's the biggest thing. So whether that's through coffee, whether that's through just go and get some Pro Plus. Just go and get some Pro Plus. It's a cheap, it's basically what makes up pre-workouts. Okay, pre-workouts are based on caffeine and stimulants. Okay, just get some like neat caffeine, some Pro Plus, so cheap. Get it from B&M, whatever. Take 2-3 of those before workout, perhaps with some BCAAs. Or whatever you fancy, some water, just a big water, some greens drink, whatever, that'll fucking light you up, okay? Just do that. Just take some Pro Plus, simple. It's just saved you fucking shitload of money instead of buying a pre-workout. Then you got like sort of muscle, if you want to build muscle strength. The creatine is a good one as well. Creatine before and after training, like 5 grams. As I said, I won't go too much into this because it's just in the video. So again, it's in the video in the playlist of Supplements 101, whatever it's called. Going through that. But again, getting those supplements nailed, getting our nutrition nailed, getting our training intensity nailed. You do that, again, we're going to sort of fucking make some big changes, gents, in the sort of over these next 2 weeks by the end of January. So again, our weight down, losing half a stone to a stone, whatever. Again, getting 3 to 4 sessions in a week, 1 to 2, so perhaps more condition, more fat loss based, okay? That's your training, really working hard in that session. Then your nutrition, being in that deficit, okay? Whether it's fasting, whether it's having breakfast, whatever. Be consistent on the weekends as well, okay? Getting that protein high, hitting that veg, hitting your fat as well. I'm sure you're still enjoying it. But the biggest thing is obviously staying in that deficit. Like consistently, okay? Because if you're in a deficit Monday to Thursday, Monday to Friday, but then sort of you've gone, like say this is your line, you've gone below, but then you've got so far above, you're in a surplus so much on Saturday and Sunday, it just completely sort of negates everything you did in the week, okay? That's why people sort of who do stuff through the week and then they fuck themselves up on weekends, they don't get anywhere, okay? It's all about consistency. So staying in that deficit is the big thing, staying consistent with that. Again, breaking each meal down into protein, into sort of perhaps some veg and some fat, and then sort of carbs, like around training then, okay, whatever. Sups, again, get some protein in, getting some like sort of caffeine or whatever, pre-workout or some coffee. Yeah, or again, you can use like some more, if you want to buy a fat burner, you can, like sort of Thermopure off My Protein. That's caffeine, basically got a few other things in there as well. But it doesn't really help you lose much fat, unless, obviously, if you're in a deficit, if you're in a surplus, it's not going to do anything. It's not going to outweigh all the calories. Then you got your zinc, your magnesium, your omega-3, your vitamin D, probiotics. Again, it's not necessarily your greens. Like what will it do? What will it do? It's gonna it's just putting oil in you. It's making your body run as it should. It's helping your body. Okay, it doesn't sort of, some of these things doesn't give you the instant return on investment. Okay, you take some omega-3. Fuck, don't feel anything. I take some probiotic. Oh. Ooh, what is this though? What the fuck am I taking it for? It's the sort of the build up of the consistency, the sort of the long term and fucking advantage of it, okay? And then after start taking these food things together, and you start to sort of feel, it's just like I do feel pretty good. Like I haven't had the cold for a while. I'm recovering pretty quickly. I have a lot of energy. I get up better easy in the morning. I'm sleeping better. I seem to be training harder. I'm better. I'm fitter. My gains are coming quicker. I just feel a lot better. I can cope with stress better. All these different things. And that's what happens. Your body starts running like a well-oiled machine, okay? And I say take magnesium, you have a deeper sleep, you wake up, you feel better. Wow. Yeah, amazing. So again, it's focus on your health and everything becomes effortless, okay? Again, it's trying to force fat loss, cutting all this shit, all your foods out, eating, going on a fat burner, like a lot of people do. That's forcing fat loss. That's really forcing and putting a lot of stress in your body. It doesn't like it. It's not used to it. It doesn't like sort of not having any food and sort of putting all this stimulant, all this adrenaline into it. It's not going to work. Whereas if you're feeding it and sort of making it run and sort of turn into a fucking V8 engine, it's just going to fly. The weight's going to fly off you while still feeling great, while still being productive at work, having energy, having motivation, sleeping better, not being a prick. And still, just having dropping weight, building muscle so much, and gaining strength, recovering, etc. So that's I hope that helps, gents, okay? Going through your training, going through your nutrition, going through your subs, to get you sort of on track and make some big gains over the next few weeks, okay? Get that plan sorted, just fucking start nailing it, and we can make some big changes. Any other questions, obviously hit me up. But there's lots of other videos, like I said, on the green smoothie, building the green smoothie, your supplements, different things like that, eating on weekends, eating on the go, all that sort of, there's lots of other videos on there in the YouTube playlist, okay? Have a great day, gents. Peace.